Hey everybody, this is Ozark Prepper One, and today I'm going to talk to you about Echo chainsaws. Now these are two Echo trim saws here, and here's a story on this older one here. This is a CS3000, and I've had that saw since 1997. That was given to me as a birthday present from my dad. And here's one I purchased about 3 or 4 years ago, the CS2511. And they've came a long way. They have really come a long way when it comes to making a saw light and effective and reliable. I can't say anything about the old reliability because it's still reliable. I can start that saw right now and it'll sound exactly like that saw. And I've had this one since 1997. I've climbed many trees with it. I've topped out many trees with this saw. It's paid for itself a million times. But there is a major weight difference in these two saws. This one weighs 5 pounds, and this one probably weighs about 12 or 13. It's, we considered this light back when I first got it. This was the Ferrari of saws back then. And then these have pretty much taken over the industry now for a lot of climbers. More of your do-it-yourselfers, your what do you call it, non-corporate companies, your smaller companies. A lot of guys like these because when you've done it for a living, you've climbed trees, and you've had all that heavy hardware hanging off your side, and you've had back problems. It makes a world of difference. There's some things that never change. And here's one thing Echo did that I admired back in the day. They tell you what part number to get for your bar and chain right on the handle. And look, 25 years later, still doing it. And, that's a testament to engineering. This one had a minor injury when I dropped it out of a tree, and the limb that was snagged in the tree decided to fall on top of it. So I doctored it up, and that's been a year ago or two. But these are very reliable saws. You just got to tune them right. Once you get them tuned right, you got a good machine. And all these come with limiters on the, the tuning adjustments. You just got to work your way around that, if you know what I mean. Anyway, if you are a tree trimmer, it's something you do. If you're a do-it-yourselfer around your house and you don't climb trees, don't go out and spend an enormous amount of money for a little trim saw like that. That's meant for climbing. That's why these have hooks on the back right here. These are so you can clip it to your belt or your lanyard as you climb. These are not made for Billy Bob to walk around with. But if you are going to be that guy, don't go out and blow your money on a brand new one. Something you're only going to use every once in a while. You can find these in pawn shops. You can. There's no sense in throwing away $400 or $500 for something you're going to use once or twice a year. If you're one of those homeowner types that like to clean up storm damage and stuff. I mean, really, if you don't use a saw very often, you probably should never use a saw, because old habits die hard. And to get good habits, it takes experience. You hand a high-powered saw that does not have a low kickback, more than likely that person's going to have problems. They either get themselves hurt or they'll throw a chain every time. There's risks that come with it. If you are a homeowner and you're only going to use something once or twice a year, I do have something you can use. Let me walk you over here and show you. Not the big guy. How about this? This is a Makita. And as you can see, I threw the chain off of it the other day because I was too lazy to tighten it. But these are fantastic for cleaning up storm damage. You just pop the batteries in and go. But they get the job done. And one battery charge will last you a good steady half hour, 45 minutes of non-stop cutting. And I did a test. I cut an entire full-size truckload of wood with that saw just to see if I could, and I did. So if you're a homeowner considering something for storm damage, get you an electric saw. You don't have to get this one exactly, but stay away from the junk brands if you can. Anyway, this is Ozark Prepper 1 out.